that, how long in advance should you start to post before a launch? I would at least give it 2 months at least. And I mean like 2 months of like pressing play, not even creating what you're going to put out at that 2 month mark. Like you already got it set 3 months ago and it starts to press play. That's the pre-launch, right? Then you also want to go into and start to plan about your launch and then your post-launch, right? So I mean, the thing, you're doing the thing, it's happening all week. And then you're also posting about it in the mix of it. Don't miss out because some people might have missed day one, but they need to come in on day two. And it's not too late, you know, and this is what you missed, right? All of that content in the middle. And then on top of that, you have your post-production launch so you can get ready for your next one. That's going to be the next quarter or something like that.
Right.
But I would at least say 2 months. Lisa, she has, her business is the Change Doc. We started 2 months. She used to do just like maybe 3 weeks before launch or something like that. She went from doing 10 signups for her webinars that she would do to 100 signups. That's how important that leeway, that space is to make sure that they're, and then to answer how often you should do it, it should be every day if you can. If you don't do at least 3 times a week, don't even bother at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're not going to remember you.
Right. They're going to remember you.
Exactly. Because the concept is like, out of those 7 posts, let's say 60 posts, right? We're talking about a whole month. But like if I were to break it down for a week, 7 posts throughout the week, they're only probably going to see maybe 1 or 2 because of the algorithm.
Right.
Depending on their schedule, how long they're on there. They got to cut through friends and family and people who they've been into, right? And so you have 7 chances and 2 of them will stick. Right, so you want to throw as many spaghettis on
3. You may not even, somebody may not even see it. So
in 3 months, exactly.
That makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, that's what I would say for that.
And is it the same on LinkedIn as relates to viewership of stuff?
So, you know what? I just realized too, which is something that you can do, which is join the Content Confidence Weekly Live, where we go through this and you can do the hot seat. That's $100 a month. And I only have 2 people in there right now. I really want to make it big. And you can ask questions like this, where it's like you have me in, because it's one person in there right now. And she asks kind of the similar questions, but she's not at the launch point yet. She's at the more creative on the creative side of things, like creator YouTube videos wanting to get streams like that. So I'm gonna send you that information too.
Please do.
But what was your other question?
As relates to LinkedIn, then is it the same thought process?
So yes, LinkedIn is the same thought process as far as frequency, how often you're going to post in a week. And then also when it comes to how far in advance, that one that I was talking about in particular, she did that on LinkedIn.
She did it.
Client, the change. Yeah, that was 2 months. And what else she would do is something that I would really, why it would be helpful to join the Content Confidence Weekly Live. I would need to show you on screen share, and I don't even have the Sales Navigator set up. I got to go set it up. I do it now. But you go in and you need to engage maybe 30 minutes before you go and post, meaning go to, whose did you give me? Go to Brandon's LinkedIn page, go to Darren's LinkedIn page, go to Myron's LinkedIn page. They put up a post for the day. You go in and you comment on their post as something thoughtful, something thoughtful, something aligned, right? And then people are going to engage in that way. And that's how you get organic clout traffic, because they're going to say, oh, who's this guy? Boop. When I tell you, it sounds crazy, but that is how people are moving on LinkedIn. And that's how a really good way to get quick conversion anyways. And I would do that a month before you even start the launch, just so you can drum up some attention.
You said about 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day?
Yeah, I would say 30 minutes a day before, and I said 30 minutes before going to post, but yeah. Yeah. What other questions do you have? I love this.
So no. So now the question is, as relates to, so 2 months out. So if I wanted to do something, if I wanted to offer something right now, what would be my option? For a successful launch, not just throw it all out. hope it works. But if
What
I
do you
want,
mean? Uh-huh.
like, because what you were saying is that the time that it needs to really saturate.
Oh, if you wanted to launch something right
Yeah,
now,
if I wanted to launch something within 2 weeks, what would I have to do?
a guide, a freebie guide, it should be free.
It should be free.
It should be free. It should be free. Because even if it does cost, and you're not already tapping into somebody who's a warm lead, like meaning you've met them in person, like we need them to if we're trying to sell something, we need them to already be a hot lead, basically.
Right.
That hot lead could be somebody that you met in person. Like Henry mentioned, there's an event in Atlanta that he goes to, right? And so yeah, I was like, well, yeah, you've known them for 10 years. You might not be
hot leads,
online, but like that's a hot lead. They know you, right? They know you, they're familiar with you, right? Know, like, trust. The same concept goes for social media, in the sense of like, you can socialize on social media. You can have met them, and if you're coming back to engage them to try to get them to buy, that's cool too. But are they hot? Chances are, if you haven't been posting regularly value content, never come in hot with the sell content ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's never gonna, you know what I mean, convert. I would say 2 weeks of, like, if you want to watch something in 2 weeks, it needs to be all every day value content, and then come in with the sale. But then that sale should be, I wouldn't even do $7 or $25. I would do it just for free, just to get them on the email list. That way you can warm them up some more on the passive side. So yeah.
And so that will probably be something more of a webinar than a challenge, right? Because a webinar meaning one day, probably 3-4 hours, then a challenge being 5 days. Because from a webinar you could sell a challenge.
Yeah.
So to go from free to 99, because it's hard. It's just so much harder for people to go from free to something of value.
Yes, I understand that.
If I paid $0, it's hard for me to pay $1,000 after $0.
I get that. Yes,
I've go from 0 to 99, and then go from 99, and then by that time should be have content out there in enough action. Okay.
And I would say, like I said, focusing on that value content, and then also if it's like for new leads, like say, hey, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are like, oh, okay, I get likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do the right content, you should be trying to think about what hashtags you're going to use. Again, that's something we can kind of dive into. I just know we got 8 minutes here, but you want to be thoughtful with the right hashtags, I'll just say, you're going to start getting likes, right? In the right formatted content too. You're going to start getting likes. With those likes, don't just let them sit. Like, go and say, hey, like, even myself, I got under 1,000. Like, I'm not passively letting people follow me. I'm like, hey, human being, like, how are you doing? You know what I mean? And connecting with them, socializing on social media. And that's how you can help with that conversion too, to be a little bit faster, if that's what you're looking for.
Definitely. And so I know you saw the 2 videos. What did you think of them?
So I thought they were good. I thought that they were more produced, like highly produced, but I know that's your thing too. I would produce it somewhere else in a more comfortable setting though too. Like, have fun with it. Like, I don't know if you like to cook or
I love to cook.
Do you? Perfect. Like, let it be in your kitchen while you're cooking a meal. Like, that's what people are looking for versus like and you can do like the face-to-face too, don't get me wrong, but like make it more approachable, because there are so many people who are presenting on, because like even I do a couple of videos in here where I'm like doing the face-to-face.
No, I saw your videos. I saw a lot of your videos.
But for me, you know, I do a lot of like gifts. Like, I put a lot of stuff in there because they don't care about seeing me. You know what I mean? We ain't cool like that. I just met you. You just came across.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So either you're gonna go that route, where we're gonna do like a kind of edit, and we can put gifs of like other famous people that you've seen and are familiar with, and make it funny, or we can do like I'm in my kitchen, I'm approachable, and kitchen is one. That's why a lot of those videos that are popular, think Tabitha Brown, she was in her car.
Yeah,
She was in her
yeah.
car recording that video, and that was years ago. But that same concept of where it's like approachable, always wins. Always
Okay.
wins. Right now, anyways. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But-
TikTok's gonna be around?
Huh?
Focus, is TikTok a focus, or are they not gonna be around?
Oh, okay. So yeah, TikTok, I wouldn't be worried about it yet, just because the senator, he's already like, I'm not even going to vote against it. But you also have to see it from a perspective of those who are politicians, they can have stock in any company, right? You can literally go online and see which ones they have stock in. Some of those companies are Meta and Instagram, which is Meta, but what's the other one? Some of them are TikTok. So it just really boils down to that. Like,
your money is.
Where's their money? Yeah. And right now it's looking like, if you look up who has stock in what and how much, it's looking like TikTok is still going to be there. Although those who do have stock in Meta mostly are going to be going with Meta. And so that's really what and they shouldn't even be allowed to do that, by the way. I'm like, that's crazy to me. I just found that information out. But yes, that's what it's going to boil down to. So we'll see. However, if TikTok does go away, be ready to Instagram and Meta, Facebook, it's going to be hot. Like, I wouldn't even, you should be ready for that if so. But right now it's looking pretty chill.
And Threads going to be a thing that we need to focus on, or no?
What?
Threads?
Oh God, yeah, Threads. I don't bother with it. How I see it is like, I feel like it's something else for our generation to do. It's not my sister, which is where I want to go. I'm looking at the horizon. I'm looking at the people who were looking at me when I was in high school and was like, that kid's going to be on Instagram and she's going to be 30 and trying to do XYZ. That's where I see it. I'm like, is my 19-year-old brother on Threads? No. And that's, the money is where the future is. Like, and no. So it's just something else for us to do. Like, that ain't really, like.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense though?
That makes sense. A few times I've looked at it, it's just.
Yeah.
It's never made sense. It's always looks like if you go on cruise ships, it looks like Carnival. Where it just looks like just a bunch of frats.
It's just
a bunch of frats. Like it's everybody's super produced. Everybody's really cute. Everybody but there's no very little substance to anything. Every now and again you get for one piece of substance content, you get like, okay, just a bunch of, hey.
Yeah, I think it's another place to be, but nobody's really spending their time there. You know what I mean? And then if you split your time, you got to be careful with that. I would go where the magic is happening, which is the ones we've talked about: LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Even is like, I don't know. Yeah, but Instagram,
Yeah, I think Facebook will probably, like you said, if we lose TikTok, then Facebook is probably going to have a resurgence.
Yeah.
But right now, it's probably what I'd like to the three that are on my heart, and you'll know better if it's profitable or not, would be Instagram. It's Instagram. It's going to be LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is so untapped. And it's going to be YouTube, because eventually I want to put out longer form stuff. And so YouTube is just, and it's the search engine is just, you got a built-in engine.
You can't beat it.
Can't really beat it. And and I heard they pay better.
They pay way better. Like, if you're looking to monetize, which is what I'm working with the other creator, if you're looking to monetize, YouTube is where it's at. Yeah. Instagram, they pay pennies. So does TikTok. They pay pennies.
And I want to be able to monetize. And it just, you could keep stuff long and it could find stuff forever. And I run stuff from like 6 years ago, 8 years ago, easily accessed. Now I gotta go searching forever. What a time to find this stuff from 6 years ago.
Right.
So I like the longevity. Of YouTube.
Yes.
Building a community of learners.
Right. Yeah. And that's a great place to build a community, because it's like, for me, YouTube is like TV. You know, I literally will watch YouTube on my television for the sake of like, I can go there and watch long form content and turn it on anytime, you know, and so that's how I like to, it's a channel. They knew what they were doing when they used those words.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Part of the plan.
Yes.
So,
So I'm gonna definitely send you that information too. You have another question?
No, I'm saying, any questions for me?
Oh, no, no questions. I got everything. I'm going to send you that, those offers too that I mentioned, the Content Confidence Weekly Live and even the affiliate. That way you can take a look. And I look forward to continue to work on your project, on your vision, so that we can get you where you want to go.
Yeah,
where you want to work.
Because that's the next thing for me. It's just really to start moving some offers.
Yes.
Moving some offers, because this is something that is going to be, it's going to make the decisions. It's going to make the destination quicker.
Yes.
And that's what a coach does. That's what any kind of coach does. That's what any kind of assistant does. People always say, well, do I need a coach? I said, well, no, you don't need a coach if you had unlimited time.
Yeah.
That's
a great point.
If you could do this for the next 20 years and the income doesn't matter and the influence doesn't matter, and you want to do it over 20 years and take 20 years to get to where you're going, then no, you don't need a coach. You could search the web 10 hours a day and you could figure out the stuff that
figure out how to do it when it's fast.
Yeah, you could tell me in 30 minutes, I could figure out in 2 months.
Yes,
right? So,
that's real.
So it's time. And so, I want to shorten the time as much as possible. I want to redeem the time as much as possible.
Yeah.
Definitely, this is going to be a key component in redeeming the time and getting time backwards.
Awesome. Yes, and I'm happy. I'm here for it. I'm gonna be in touch. I'll probably send that email out by the end of day tomorrow.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. Okay.
Definitely will. And please, if you could shoot me as part of that the questions.
Yes. There. I got you.
Can't wait to just hang that up because that's the mantra.
Yes, I love it. Yes, the vision. I love it.
That's the vision plainly written.
Love it.
So much. I really, really appreciate the time spent. Thank you for your time and knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll have a good day.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Enjoy that for Justin Farmer on this exciting day across not just Georgia but America. Metro Atlanta saw the peak of its partial eclipse in the last hour, and it will remain visible for the next 20 minutes. All right, so here are some of the incredible that we're seeing. The full solar eclipse was first visible in Mazatlan, Mexico, just after 2 this afternoon. The eclipse that made it into the U.S. around 2:30. That's video from Maryville, Texas. We have live into coverage of the 2024 solar eclipse. We have a team of reporters and photographers spread out across Fort Georgia to show you how people are observing the eclipse at meteorologist Emeritus Glenn Burns is joining us in the studio. So let's begin right now with meteorologist Brad Pitts. He traveled all the way to Dallas, Texas to watch the total solar eclipse. He's live at Ron Pearl Ridge in downtown Dallas. Brad, what a sight to see today.
Incredible. It was a privilege to be able to bring the pictures and the videos back to our viewers, family, and friends in the Atlanta metro area. Just incredible as it goes from that dusk type look and you've seen the picture. It's just kind of a body experience.
And what I didn't want to do is come back agitated. You know what I mean? Because if I'm running late or I get stuck in traffic, then I'm gonna be agitated. And I didn't want to bring that energy to the call because I won't be able to remember nothing at that point. You know what I mean? So by the time she was ready to leave, it was like, I just left the house at 2:36. From the crib, she left home at 2:36. By the time the Uber got here like 2:36. At 2:35, she was still fixing her face. She was still putting her makeup. She was still doing touch-ups. I'm like, yo, in 1 minute, man. So after that, at that point, I just wanted to be compressed. At that point, you know, you're excited to build it. You just trying to get it ready.
Anytime I could find just-
Yeah, that was-
It was a day, but of course, the real science.
You gotta make it.
This moment for us.
That's it.
Thank you so much.
What time you gonna get?
Now, in elementary
I
school.
want, I'll let people wait for you. You know what I mean? What time you get?
They did the solar show with their
Say
children.
1 o'clock.
Else it's right
Okay.
there.
You got 1 o'clock.
Now, in Gwinnett.
Yes.
And Brian, there's
About 12. As I'm like 5 minutes from the house. Hey, call. I said, baby, I'm almost here. She said, yeah, I think we can leave about 1:15. I said, okay. And 1:15 is still, then I get it in 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. I still get back home 15 minutes before. You know what I mean? 1:15, nothing. 1:20, nothing. I said, man. Huh? Yeah, that's about what time we got on. 1:15. Man, because I like, let me get off the phone so I can keep this party moving. Man, the party didn't move. I said, all right, baby, let me get you a Uber. Because I don't want to do this call on the road. I want to do this call sitting down. You know what I mean? Well, I can focus, not trying to drive and listening and all that.
Back in 2017.
Yeah. No, I just got a phone with Brick. So, yeah, man, it went good. It went good. And for whatever reason, I always did the podcast person, whatever, the record button didn't pop up on my, it's recorded. I did record it. I recorded on my phone. The open part.
When it's ready to be upgraded. Statutes from Melissa Barton.
Yeah.
Talking about the solar eclipse. We watched videos to learn about
Oh,
solar eclipse.
but-
Make models of
But
solar
what was
eclipse.
crazy on Zoom, right, that I got on Zoom for everything. And I did this before on Zoom, but on the computer, record that process.
Shrinking the next like.
But, we were on Zoom for half of it and then Google for the other half of it.
Oh, okay.
But I ain't even looked at, and you know, you said I ain't even thought about it because I didn't even look at Google, at Zoom, at Google. I didn't look at Google.
Oh,
Yeah, so that probably made a difference because when I was on the Mac earlier, it was I was able to hit record. Yeah, now I'm gonna pick up as a pick up as a phone. Yeah, I got you. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was, man. That's what it was. Man, she, you know, so it was a great call. She went over, you know, she spent some time, because we never talked packages the first call. Because of pricing and packages, right? And so we went over